How's it going? We're here at Bad News Garage at the Ford Nationals 2025. I'm here with Steve and Bob Walls. They have an original 65 GT350. Could you tell us a little bit about it? First?
Yeah, so my father's the original owner. He bought the car new in what? They ordered it in April of 65, and it was delivered in June of 65. 3 days later, after delivery, we got some pictures of it. It made its way to Sanford, Maine for its first couple of test runs. From there, the car went through a couple of different iterations of lettering. We've got a 65 lettering schema. We have a 66 schema, which is in its current state right now. And then there was a later version, which was probably around 71, 72, with some gold leaf, I believe it was. And at that time, the car was upgraded to Hillborn fuel injection, along with a magneto. Correct? So I got all that right. He's really the expert when it comes to the details.
And you must have a great photo album of all of everything.
Yeah, we got a lot of photos of the car back then. We got a little bit of video, 8mm video of the car from back then. And every time we come to a show like this, we talk to a lot of the folks that might have seen the car run in its day, and we ask them if there's any pictures that they can share with us, etc. So we continue to build the photo album as we move along. But why don't you give some details about the runs and the tickets and those types of things?
So the car is number 127 out of 562 built. At the time my father bought it, he had no idea what a Shelby was. He had no idea what it was going to look like or anything. He was racing a 64 Hypo Fairlane, and a friend of his, Bill Fisher, was the high-performance sales rep of Half Ford, and convinced him that he should buy one of these because Half Ford was planning on running one as well. So Half Ford's car was number 062, and again, this is 127. So 3 days after delivery, it went right to the drag strip in Maine. They raced it till the early 70s. As Steve had mentioned, at one point was running a 302, 30 over, Hillborn injection, and his best run with that was 1203 at 118. Pretty much out of the box.
Wow.
In 65, he was running mid-30s. The car sat in the garage for 10 years, and one day my mother said to my father, do something with it to get rid of it. So he stripped the lettering off of the side, detuned the engine, drove it around for a while, and then in about 87 he decided he wanted to put it to concours, stripped it down to bare metal, rebuilt the engine, had it all painted. We showed it concours at SAC events, Shelby American Club, and he won 2 second places and then a 3rd place. And by the time he dropped the 3rd place, he says, the car was a couple years into a restoration. He just decided he was going to drive it, and we still enjoy it today. My father passed away in 2010, left the car to my brother and I, and as a tribute, we decided the paint was showing signs of needing repaint, so we said, let's letter it up, what we have to lose.
And this is lettered exactly the way it was drag raced?
Exactly the way it was in 1966.
Nice.
If you look at the pictures of 65, the lettering was more block lettering. Snoopy on the skateboard was on a red skateboard. Just some little subtle differences. And then and we didn't have any really good pictures of that, so it would have been hard to duplicate it. But we have some great pictures of the 66 livery, so that's why we went with that scheme. Everything is all hand-painted with the exception of the Valvoline, the wind sticker, the drag news, and the SDP. Everything else is all hand-painted.
Nice.
As it was in the day.
Yep. Wow, nice.
So, want to walk around?
Sure, absolutely.
So, has 289 Hypo. They had the Borgwarner T10 4-speed, 9-inch rear end, 15-inch wheels. Originally in 65, they were all white, and the only options were the wheels and the stripes. And my father got it originally, he got the wheels, but it did not have the stripes on it. Fiberglass hood, no rear seat, fiberglass deck in the back. The dash pod has the oil pressure gauge and the tachometer. They had put a wood steering wheel on it. Ray Brown 3-inch seat belts, racing seat belts. It has a drive shaft loop, original. So those are some of the differences that Carroll Shelby made, along with moving the battery from the front to the back for weight distribution. And let me show you this. I'll open the door and you can see the inside. you can see the seat belts. Those were for the 65 Shelbys all had that. Now that tachometer is a 1966 tachometer. When my father was drag racing, the 65 was an 8-gram tack, and he blew that up pretty quickly.
Oh, wow.
So he sent it back to Harford because Harford was, as a sponsor, they were replacing everything on the car. And they initially, or eventually sent him the 6 grand, the 9 grand 66 tack, and that's what he has in the car today. Battery in the back. Originally it would have been just a battery and a battery tray, but my brother and I put that tray around it to give a little more protection in the back. Carol Shelby signed it back in 1987 at Charlotte Motor Speedway. And then Chuck Campbell signed it in 2017, actually at this event.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Well, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. Thanks a lot. Until the next one.